and welcome everybody to Roulette. Just
and now his
nonsense. So that's exciting. Hello.
I think your internet is a bit blippy, Adam.
It did. It got bad right as I said, hello, welcome everybody to DM Roulette, where we have chaos, and it's so chaotic that my internet's dying. And that's just part of the cause, baby.
Welcome in, everyone. We're so excited to have you here, and I am freaking out about our amazing guests this evening. So we're going to do some quick introductions, and then our wonderful Adam is going to walk you all. If this is the first time you're seeing DM Roulette, welcome. If you've seen it before, welcome back. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce these fantastic guests. First, joining us tonight, someone who I admire very much in this industry, Dan. Welcome.
Hello. Hi, my name is Dan. I am a part of a company called Nat1Fun that I created, I think like 2.5 years ago or so. But anyways, I run actual plays. I do all kinds of stuff like production for video and audio. I'm a TTRPG fanatic. I've been sticking a lot to Dungeons and Dragons since I started, but I've been kind of reaching out. We are doing like a full-on how to play Pathfinder recently.
Amazing.
In the Nat1Fun community. So it's been a wild time, and it's been amazing to kind of build a community. So that's kind of where I'm at and what I do. So you can find me online, though, at Nat1Fun pretty much everywhere.
Amazing.
Dan, I got your note that names are switched around. We're going to make sure that switched.
We fixed it.
We fixed it. We're good to go. Dan, thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy to have you. And next, someone who I adore content on the internet so much, Jorge. Thank you for being here.
Oh, that's me. It's
me.
You. Kaplan.
Tell everyone who you are and what you do.
I am a content creator, a charity streamer. Just recently, we had AceCon, an event for asexual people. So I am a charity streamer. I also do GIFs. And I also am a part of the Arkansas University stream that is going to be every other Thursday. And also a part of Ampistrano, another homebrew D&D world. So it's me.
Amazing. Thank you so much for being here. And a wonderful gentleman who barely needs any introduction, Johnny. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Hi, I'm Johnny Stanton. I am the football D&D guy that you're probably tired of on the internet at this point. I free agent right now, not on a team, but I'm in the NFL. I have my Twitch channel, Johnny Stanton IV, same as my Twitter and Instagram handle. And right now we are streaming a 4-part miniseries that wouldn't be possible without Dan Munoz himself, our other guest, producing it. It's called Of Dawn and Dusk. The finale is coming up on Monday, and you can catch all of that on my YouTube channel, Stanton IV, the only thing that's different on my social medias. But I think our biggest fans are right here, are the hosts of this channel, which is like the coolest thing in the world.
It's me.
So yeah, I'm so excited to be a guest on Blackwater itself. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm hoping that for all of you, this is not the last time that you come guest with us. So what we always say about folks who have joined us here at the Blackwater table is you're part of the family now, whether you like it or not. And there's always a seat at the table for you folks if you ever want to come join us. So. Well, you're stuck with us now. You're stuck with us. It's too bad.
Yes, it's too late.
Amazing. Adam, do you want to, for the wonderful folks at home, do you want walk everyone how we do this thing? How we do this thing?
I hope you're ready to get buck nasty. It's going to get wild up in here. The way this works is everyone has a turn being the DM. Everyone has a turn being every character. Every 15 minutes, there is a rotation. The DM will start as Tim, and then the next person will be DM, and everyone's characters will rotate. You'll see it on the screen. It will all be laid out for you perfectly. You'll all be able to keep track. Will we? Let's find out. It's going to be great. Also, a way a rotation can happen is on a natural one. If a natural one is rolled, Dan has said that apparently it'll be anytime Dan rolls, we'll be rotating. So that's good to know.
I earned my name.
Good. So every time a natural one is rolled, Nat1Fun will happen and will rotate. Amazing. And then also, if you're in the chat and you're like, I want to see chaos, you can throw 1,000 bits into the chat and it will cause a rotate as well. There are also some other ways ways that you can get involved. If you want someone to get advantage on a roll, you can drop 100 bits, say the person's name, and that person will add a D20 to a pool of D20s in front of them. So, for example, if someone is like, I want to do 600 bits, and I want Jorge to have 6 D20 added to their pool, the next time Jorge makes a roll, they will roll 7 D20 and take the best result. It is accumulative. It stacks. It gets real buck wild. So that's a way that you can interact. Another way you can interact is for 3,000 bits. You can drop a Wand of Wonder into the person of your choice's hand, and it goes off 3 times. Pow, pow, pow. And they get to choose the target of that wand. And it gets fucking crazy. And then last but not least, if you're like, none of this sates me, I need more, 10,000 bits will drop a deck of many things into the person of your choice's hands, and they will pull a single card from the deck, and that card will be dealt with immediately. We've had it multiple times where the fucking wish card gets pulled, and it really is
Didn't
difficult.
we have one thing that it was just
It's always
MacGuffin?
beautiful.
Yeah.
I set up a MacGuffin as the intro DM, and then they got the wish card like 20 minutes into the thing, and they said, I wish for the MacGuffin. And I was like, fuck, yeah, of course. That makes sense.
To be fair, it was a fun session.
No, it was a great session. It was awesome. But that's the chaos. Those are the ways that you can interact. I think, Em, is there anything you want to
Yeah, I have a couple
I probably
quick-
missed a lot of things.
No, you did so good.
When it rotates, you'll hear this sound. I love that.
Amazing. I'm going to do some very, very quick announcements here. My contractually obligated announcements. I want to acknowledge that for us here at Blackwater, we are streaming tonight from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semiahmoo, Kwantlen, Tsawwassen, and Musqueam First Nations peoples. Though we often play in worlds that we create, we are very proud to live and play on these lands tonight. And if you're curious about what lands you live on, you can look at native-land.ca and you can find out what lands you live on. I want to say a big thank you to our sponsors and partners. We are proud to be sponsored with Sirenscape. We also partnered with Legend Keeper. MTM Printworks, and our fantastic dice sponsor is the incomparable Familiar Dice. You can check them out across all of our socials. Our links are everywhere. You know them. You love them. I'm probably throwing Teeny off with how fast I'm doing these announcements. I apologize, Teeny. Our campaign artist is the amazing Tiana Kovacevic. You can find her at miss._Marston on Instagram. We will be back next Monday, back in studio for more of our main campaign. We're on episode, it's going to be what, episode 5? I think 5. We completed our interlude arc with Christian Navarro last week. My heartstrings, I miss Whisper and Valentine so much, but I can't wait for them to rejoin us at the table. Fun little thing I do is I'm in a podcast called The Department of Variants of Somewhere, Ohio. Episode 12 dropped today, and we've got 2 more. So please go listen to it. It means a lot for indie podcasters like ourselves. So please go give it a listen. And I am very, very excited. We have an upcoming episode sponsor from the fantastic folks from Gelatinous Cubicles. If you haven't heard of them, you need to go check out their Kickstarter right now. It's called Tales from the Firelit Gathering. It is a 200-page compendium of 5e compatible material with some of the best stuff I have ever seen. Their subclasses are bonkers, and they have some amazing items and great feats. Like, please go back this Kickstarter. I really want to see it funded. And Yanis has threatened to leave if it's not funded. So, we need to.
There's a lot on the line.
There's a lot on the
So
line,
much
guys.
on the line, please.
We are just very grateful to be able to do this wonderful, wild thing on the internet that we do. And thank you for everything. And now we're gonna play some D&D. Maybe. Tim.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see when we get there.
Tim, take us away.
Okay, so you all come to the end of the alleyway where you were told to meet Captain Becker, your contact in the Ironhead Guard in the city of Grand Paul.
Already sweaty.
You look at the end of this stone alleyway, this grimy city that you've been living in for the last 6 months or so. You've really started to ingratiate yourself into this city, and he's nowhere to be found. You look around, you look at each other, and I will have M. Can you please start? Can you roll for your species and then describe yourself?
Sure can. I just want to give a shout out to the wonderful Dreamwist Jen for bringing in all those lovely raiders. Jen, thank you so much for coming on in. Also, Kate.
Love you, Jen.
Kay, thank you for the bits. Tim and I, you have advantage. We have advantage together.
Nice.
First rolls. Thanks, Kay. Okay, I am going to roll for my species. Holy. All right, we're going to roll a d12 here. So
I'm
that's
rolling.
a 5.
Okay.
And I will look at the chart here. Holy 5. And then I'm going to roll a d4.
D4.
Oh my goodness. And then I am going to roll another d4.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So that was a journey and a half. So you see, standing there, I
Thank
believe.
you, Micah. Jorge, you have 3 d20s that you get to add.
Oh, amazing. Love that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so standing there, standing with what do I got here? I have you see a bandolier of daggers, a rapier slung at my hip, and a short bow strung to my back. You see a Goliath, but this is not your traditional Goliath. You see, instead of the gray skin with kind of black markings and tattooing all over, you see a dark, kind of charcoal-covered being with veins of orange running under. It looks like magma running under his skin. And this
Thank
is
you,
one
Teeny.
of our.
That's advantage for everyone.
Oh
Everyone
my
adds
goodness,
a d20.
thank you,
Everyone adds a
Teeny.
d20.
You see, this is one of our home brew races, the Ryalar Goliath, which is a volcanic Goliath. So you see this kind of very imposing, but lean figure with long black hair in front of his face, carrying two knives in his hand. And he's dressed all in very, very tight black leathers. And you would know this to be Abraxis Corimbo, the assassin rogue.
Amazing.
And he looks at everyone and he goes, "It's time, my friends. It's time to find the captain."
All right. And you look across and Dan, can you describe your character, please?
I would love to.
After rolling for your species.
Yeah, I was asking in chat, where was that list of
For species, you're going to roll me a d12 first.
No, okay, gotcha.
M has the list.
I have
Gotcha,
the list.
okay.
It's because it's also got our homebrew races on it as well.
That is
Going to be a surprise
12.
for you.
A 12. Okay, great. Let me look at this list. Oh boy. And then you're going to roll me a d4.
Okay.
Dan, Johnny, and Jorge add a d20.
Oh,
Oh,
advantage.
God.
Thank you
Is
so
that
much.
two?
Ross.
Is that 3
So
for my
fast.
next one? Okay.
I think, yeah,
As soon as
you have
I
3,
get-
Johnny.
I need more
I think,
dice.
Jorge,
What am I
you have
doing?
like 6 at this point.
Okay, that's 1 on the D4.
Amazing. So, Dan, you are a tree person. You're a Piney, which is a kobold press race. So you're a descendant from a tree spirit. You have bark-like skin, and you are considered a plant, not a humanoid.
Very nice.
Oh.
All right.
Excuse me while I get my giant bag of dice out so I can keep up with it.
yeah.
Keep
Oh,
it
and
coming,
then-
chat. Test how many D20 I have.
Mika, thank you so much. It's D3, more another advantage for the rest of us. Thank you so much, Mika.
I'm running out of
So
D20s,
it's
you guys.
Dude, I'm fully
All
like,
my
I'm
dice
losing
are in the
track.
studio.
So it's
Yeah.
3D20 for everybody, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
3D20.
everyone's got 3D20. Y'all are the
Except
best.
for
Thank you
Jorge.
so
Jorge
much.
has way
Test
more than
us.
us.
Yes.
I don't
Okay.
even have my dice tray. I'm rolling on a big
no.
envelope.
Tim, do what I do. Get a D10 and track your number on the D10, and then
Ooh,
roll
that's
that
smart.
many.
idea.
That's
Okay,
yeah,
Dan,
right.
go ahead. Describe your character.
Perfect. Okay. So you see a very short individual, no more than 4 foot tall, and quite stout. Almost like a Kokiri from like Legend of Zelda, the little, with like the little leaf mask that they have
Yes.
on. Yay, that kind of guy. And you will see that he is currently dressed kind of like in natural like leaves and clothing, but what you obviously see is that attached to him are branches that kind of reach out of his back, and each branch kind of represents a different type of woodwind instrument.
Yes.
And you see like a flute, and you see different instruments kind of hanging off. But his favorite, you can see that there is a pouch of like leaves, basically, that are either pasted together or somehow creating a bag. And attached to it is a long stick. And you can obviously see that this is a set of bagpipes that he loves to carry around. And this is a Diddly Squat.
I was really hoping you were going to say Esquire, and then he was going to be
a
lawyer.
Wow.
It's Diddly Sampson Quat, but he likes to go around saying
S. I thought it was like ESQU. Okay, gotcha.
Heard the squat.
Amazing.
That voice is going to be interesting.
Oh,
All right, and Diddly, you look across and you see, of course, your companion. Johnny, can you describe your character, please?
Let's roll D12, right?
Yeah, roll it up.
let's do.
That's a 5.
Okay, amazing. Then you're going to roll me a D4, please.
I'm rolling a D4, and that is a 1.
Okay, so you're going to roll me another D4.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
That one's a 3.
So you and I, my friend, share the same race. We are both Volcanic Goliaths.
Okay.
So this is kind of our
Okay.
homebrew race. Imagine a Goliath, but instead of being of the mountain, being of a volcano. So I'll let you flavor that however you want.
Okay. What you see is a shorter Goliath, still, in the 7-foot range, but amongst his peers, not quite as tall. You see pale white skin, kind of ashy, like kind of tattoo-esque things coming from his eyes. But it's not really the first thing you notice, because the first thing you notice is that he is dressed in full lederhosen. With the stirrups, with all the suspenders, everything, without a shirt on underneath. Just pure muscle, but very toned, not really like buffed out.
oh my god, do you look like Techno Viking?
I don't know Techno Viking, but probably.
Old meme. Sorry, it's an
I
old
think I do.
meme.
I have such
Techno
a
Viking.
clear image of Techno Viking in my head.
He also has a tattoo, kind of like swooping bangs, because he's bald, but he wants to have kind of like the swooping bangs
No.
that go over the eyes.
I love this so much.
And you see Gunter Frelvis.
No.
Gunter is a necromancer wizard, and he is looking for his first undead to take care of.
Oh my god, that's good.
Oh, Gunter.
Amazing.
Gunter Frelvis.
Gunter Frelvis, as you kind of look around, you spot your other companion.
Also, I want to take a second. We've also had 3 more advantages for
Oh my
Jorge.
goodness. I'm
You're
sorry, before
amazing.
mine.
Thank you so much, Mika.
Thank you so
Oh
much.
yeah.
Oh,
Jorge on a treasure trove of D20s,
What is that,
just
9
ready
now?
to
Like a
roll.
dragon on a D20.
An
I love it.
avalanche of
gosh.
D20s for the next
Do I need to
roll.
get the
gosh.
bowl
On a
out?
throne of D20.
Just get ready for that first roll.
You do not know my power.
Jorge, can you roll a D12 for us, please, for your species?
D12. All right. 11.
Okay, and you're going to roll me a D4, please.
2.
Okay. Jorge, you are a Warforged.
No way. That's my forte. All right. So, can I start describing or?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Go
absolutely.
ahead.
Please do.
Sorry, I got excited for that. We're in a Warforged. I just love Warforged. So you see like this 6.5 foot tall Warforged, teal eyes. His skin is not his skin. He is all looking like coppery color to him. It also has like some of the I don't know, the extensions of his arms are like acorn wood. And also, but you can't really see that because he's like wearing like this big suspender no, not suspender. The actually, yeah, he's wearing the suspender too. Why not?
Yeah. I love
Nice.
this.
Gunther loves other people who wear
Actually,
suspenders
he
as
got
well.
inspired by you, so yeah.
Oh,
It's beautiful. You're a team.
And what is your name?
My name is Domingo.
Domingo. Also, the Empath Theater, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Duval.
And you finally you look over at your last companion, Adam. Can you go ahead and roll a d12 for us, please?
The one.
Amazing. Can you roll me a d4, please?
That's a 2.
Okay. Can you roll me another d4, please?
Oh man.
What kind of human are you?
Sorry, what was your number?
The one.
It was a 1. You are an Aarakocra, and I'll let you
Ooh,
decide
nice.
Yes.
what type of bird you are.
Aarakocra Fighter. Hell yeah.
Great. Okay, yeah, this works. So you know, listen, you know Barker Rampley quite well. Mostly because thank you, Molly, for the advantage for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Molly.
Mostly because of the smell that kind of precedes him. He looks like the nastiest train station pigeon that you've ever seen. He's just so fucking grisly. He's missing an eye. Half of his beak is like broken. He's got big tufts of feathers that just aren't there. You're not even sure if he's physically capable of flight. He looks grim. And every time you go out on an adventure with Barker Rampley, he goes, I've seen shit you wouldn't believe. And he just like kind of hobbles behind you all, and he's old and tired and maybe a little dead.
Amazing.
So as you are all standing there waiting for Captain Becker to arrive, you hear a as Captain Becker swings around the corner. You can see the cloak kind of pulled tight over his armor. He steps forward. Thank you for meeting me here. I've been trying to investigate on my own time, but I need your help. I've been tipped off. Something has been terrorizing the artisan district in the city. But I know
is it
that
undead? Gunter has been looking for undead.
I honestly have no idea. I was following a lead with my partner, Gorm Lungington. And we came around a dead end, much like this. And it vanished. And then I blacked out.
You said you saw terrors. I've seen terrors you wouldn't believe, Sonny.
I didn't get a good look at it, but it attacked several shopkeepers at the end of their day and then tore off through the streets.
Well, seems like we have a civic duty to deal with this horrific nature.
I don't know if I care about civic duty, but I certainly care about getting rewarded. And I like raise an eyebrow towards Captain Becker.
Of course. As you probably know by now, the Ironheads are pretty corrupt. So I've been out on my own doing this with my partner. But Gorm has gone missing, and I can't offer you much, but I can offer you some.
I've seen corruption you wouldn't believe.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Captain Becker, Gunter only wants a new friend, and new friend come in form of undead. Your friend, you say Gorm. If we find him dead, can I have him and raise him and bring him along as part of my new friendship?
He is a very attentive pet carer.
Make a persuasion check for me, please.
I think it's like 5d20.
Yeah,
so far I think it's 3, but is it more than that?
No, it's 3 for the rest of us.
3
and then
from
I believe...
so the dice you would normally roll, and then plus 3, so 4.
How many does Jorge have? That's what I want to know.
I think Jorge has
So
like
many. It's like
9 or 8.
I think I got 8.
Yeah, I love this.
Oh my god.
Okay, highest roll was a 17 plus persuasion, which is a +1, so 18.
Yes. Sure. I really don't want to think about that. Just because it would be devastating.
Gunter will take good care of him. It's not a big deal.
In my personal experience, your friend is almost certainly dead.
Why are you always so grim?
Have you seen me?
From the back. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, I look over towards Domingo. Domingo, you have some thoughts on this?
Yes. This is very bad, but would you like a muffin? I just baked them this morning.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I would.
Gunter
I really
loves these
would.
muffins. You would love these muffins.
Would everybody like a muffin? Everybody have a muffin, and
Are they bran?
No, they're actually blueberry, they're goodberry, and raspberry.
I'm allergic to berries.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Everybody, here you go.
Just you see Captain Becker is just like chowing down. He looks hungry, and
Gunter takes grassberry. I've never tried this flavor before.
Does Captain Becker? So have we met Captain Becker before? Is he like, so the rest of the Ironhead are corrupt, but he's not. We're rotating. Oh my gosh!
Is that not loud? Do I need to turn that up?
You got to turn that up, dude.
You got to turn that up.
I'm gonna crank it. Let me.
Okay, so we are rotating.
I'm the DM.
I'm the DM.
I'm Abraxis.
Okay. You are Abraxis. That's correct.
No.
Oh
All
shit!
right.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Did you forget about that part of the game, Dan?
Yeah. Oops.
So as I asked
Dan
myself,
texted me a picture. Dan
that
texted me a
louder?
picture earlier
That's
today.
better.
So
Again?
I'm just
Okay.
taking a shot to loosen the nerves. I think you might have needed to keep your your sobriety levels a little lower.
That would be
Absolutely.
between us, Johnny.
It all comes out at the
I
table.
always tell.
So as I ask the question to myself about whether Captain Becker is on the take or like if he's a good guy, we do know that the Ironhead are notoriously corrupt. They have taken over the docks of the city of Grand Paul, and they really are starting to run contraband through the city. And it's almost like to have a guard who's not on the take is like a really big deal. That because everyone, to have someone who has like strong moral conviction would be considered very out of place between the Ironhead guard.
Jorge, you have another two dice because chat wanted to make it an even 10.
Thank you, Chef. Appreciate that.
Amazing. Thank you all so much. So you are standing in this alley. Captain Becker is chowing down on this muffin. He looks worried, especially about his friend Gorm, and really would love any assistance going to check out this thing that is terrorizing the artisan district. What would you like to do?
Well, I can take the lead if need be.
Sorry, Dan. Who are you?
I'm a rogue.
I think I'm the rogue.
Johnny's the rogue.
I'm not the rogue.
You're gonna say,
the
like,
rogue.
wait, that sounds like my voice.
You took my voice.
You're the fight. You're the grizzled pigeon fighter right now.
What? I had something in my throat.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
where should we start? Where do you suggest we start?
I would. Captain Becker thinks for a moment, and he's the last thing that I remember was there was some markings left outside of one of the painters' workshops down Painter's Row.
Like, I must ask.
It almost looked like sigils in a language I didn't understand, but there were claw marks as well, as if something gripped the building and then carved sigils into the building.
The last time I saw some claws like that, it was buried 2 inches deep in my buddy next to me.
Oh, it was me. I was ravaged by a squirrel.
Yeah.
Ravenswood, thank you for the 100 bits. Tim, you have an extra D20.
Nice. Captain Becker, I realize we've known each other for some time, and I've never asked you your first name. What is your first name?
It's Jonathan.
Jonathan Becker.
Yes.
I like
Diddly
that name.
is my name.
I did know that.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought you. My mistake.
And I'm Abraxis, in case we forget.
I am the
I mean, you all are,
Captain
we have
Becker,
worked. We've
I've
worked a
got
couple
question
jobs
for
before. Yes, of course, Abraxis. Anything. Yes.
Is it time? I think it's time.
It's time.
Let's go, gang.
And I'd start walking.
Captain
Diddley starts playing the
Becker-
flute as they walk.
Captain Becker gives you a wave. And is, you know what? I'm going to wait down at the Cup and Pony Tavern. I'll be there in a couple hours. So
All right there, Jeremy. Keep walking.
He looks crushed. He looks absolutely crushed as he walks towards the Cup and Pony Tavern. And
Gang,
leads
I
you
think we got all we need here.
towards
Let's go to
the
the
artisan
market.
district.
Barker
Let's
would
go to
chuckle.
them.
I love how everybody's like super dark.
So grimdark.
So grim.
Meanwhile, Domingo is trying to hand out more muffins.
I love it.
Muffins?
So,
Anyone want muffin?
Can I get someone, whoever would like to helm a survival check as you navigate the town of Grand Paul towards the artisan district?
Um,
One of you guys who hasn't rolled yet, I already used my 3d20.
I have survived.
I will help whoever would like help.
I have survived many things. Does that mean I add another d20 to this?
No, it does
This
not.
sucks.
Diddley helps in spirit.
Oh, okay. So just 5 then.
Just 5
Just
d20s.
5.
Thank you.
14, 17.
Diddley is dancing around you as you're looking.
19. a natural
Gunther
20.
is the wizard, right?
Gunter
Gunter
is
is the
That
wizard.
is the wizard.
it's a natural
That
20,
is
so
missing.
24. No one is
Okay.
surprised that I rolled a natural 20 from 5d20. It just
Not at all. Okay, so you are Domingo right now. So Domingo,
Yes.
you as a Warforged have an innate sense of pattern, and an innate sense of patterns in things, and through your time moving throughout this city, whether going to your temple or the bakery that you have very clearly started for yourself because you are such a fantastic muffin baker. You have mapped out delivery routes
Magnificent muffin.
and you magnificent muffins everywhere. Grave, thank you so much for the 300 bits. Who would you like to give those advantages to? You can drop them in the chat. You have mapped out the city entirely, so it takes you no time at all. You lead this ragtag group of adventurers towards the artisan district, and you see a veritable cornucopia of all types of artisans. There are musicians, there are artists of like sculptors, and you could get any type of artist supplies, anything at all throughout this this district. And you make your way down to Painter's Row, and it is very clearly cordoned off. There seems to be the area next to, in between 3 of the most prestigious painters' shops.
Tim, M, and I all add a d20.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
you.
So the most prestigious painter's shop has its windows broken. There is the claw marks that Captain Becker. Captain.
This is why we let the robot lead.
If we want, we can make a stop at Domingo's Delicious Delicatessens, where we can get more muffins. I have a good shop that is set up. It is very nice.
I would like some of that. I'm
Hey.
sorry. Yeah. I would like some of that, please.
It's perfect.
Great.
So you decide to stop at the delicatessen before going.
Various meats and baked goods is good for the stomach on the road.
Okay. So
Gotta
you know
keep
where
our
your
strength up.
You know where your
Exactly.
delicatessen is, no problem.
Yeah.
It's just a block and a half away because, as well, we know that bakers are artisans. Baking is it's both science and art. So you head over to your bakery, and what kind of stuff do you have in stock today? What have you been baking lately?
Well, surprisingly, a lot of sausages, like a lot of like big like salami sausages.
Classic
and
baked
then
item sausages. I love it.
Just yeah. fully off brand. Just one big huge cake that just seems to have like chunks out of it, like almost like it's like a
Sausages as well,
and then
yeah.
pay for it, and then there's sausage cake.
It's a handful cake. I understand.
Yeah, it's a handful cake. You come in, you
It's
pay
the
a gold.
community
Yeah,
handcake.
exactly. You come in, you pay a gold
Friday.
coin, and you take a handful. It's like
On
classic
Friday, they make sausages.
stuff. Y'all don't have that. Y'all don't have that in North America. It's a classic Australian thing. And then you see like a lot of, because there is no, it's a hot bakery, so you see a lot of like ice creams and like creme brulees and tiramisus, things that melt really easily. I don't think Domingo has really planned forward thinking. He makes the things that he enjoys.
Yes.
And
Domingo,
then
I've always
just
had a question for you. You're such an
yes.
incredible baker, and Is this an inherent skill? Because I know, as we've discussed before, you cannot taste these items. How do you know you get these recipes right?
I have a person that stays in my bakery.
And that person's name?
That person's name is Dong Jambles.
Young Jambles?
Of
That-
course, John Jambles.
Everybody
Dong.
knows
A
Dong
lovely
Jambles.
fella.
Very lovely dude. Very great guy.
No.
And he is my taster. He goes, this is good, this is bad, and then I know, the science behind
And
it.
and this is Don's only job, is to taste test.
Exactly. And
Now,
he
is this
also,
a job that I can compete for? Are you willing to take on
Yes,
another employee?
he is paid in one extra handful of cake. So he gets
Is he?
to, at the end of the day, he gets to get the
Okay.
handful of cake as extra.
Is he here today?
I don't know. Dong?
Can I get you to roll a d12 for me, please?
I can
I
do
would
that.
love to know what species Don Jambles
12?
is. Okay.
I thought you were gonna roll for hot.
We will roll for hot shortly. Can you roll me a d4, please?
That's a 1.
Okay, so very similar to you see Dawn's legs first that kind of tend to snake out around the corner. And Diddly, you recognize this immediately as someone very much of your kin, also a Piney, except very tall, very like bright. Oh my gosh, we're rotating. Teeny just dropped 1,000.
Oh my gosh.
We are rotating.
Whoa.
I didn't hear. Oh, there it is.
Don Jambles is
Someone
a
just
Piney.
dropped 1,000. Someone just dropped 1,000 bits in chat.
A tree
So it's
person.
now
Dong Jambles.
Dong Jambles
Dong
should get-
Jambles is in fact a tree person.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Can
I
you
am now
finish
Diddly.
your description for what this like the leg thing is? Because the leg snaking out was the one that threw me off guard a little bit.
What do
'cause
you
I'm
think,
DMing now.
Johnny?
You're the
It's-
DM.
you're
You
the
get to
DM
finish that
now, Johnny.
description.
Stressful.
You
Don
get to finish
Jambles
that
can be
description,
whoever
baby.
you want
Oh,
him to
wait.
be.
Who am I now? Oh,
I think the last thing you got was he's kind of tall, or it's kind of tall.
Tall.
I was long, spindly legs, a tree person, and kind of tall. Was how I started.
Which of
and
the
rest
three
is yours.
voices that I can do?
same.
Hello.
Yes.
You called?
Oh, that's me. Yes,
I'm
I
busy.
called.
I am busy down there. Many doughs and frostings and sausages to taste.
What is that cake, though? No, wait. That I'm actually kind of there. What is that cake, though?
Let's not take too many eyes on the cake. It's how I pay my bills. It's the cake is grassberry. It's something I don't know if you've ever heard of before.
We are not supposed to be eating
Raspberry.
the cake because I am be eating the cake.
No.
I have-
You
No,
can
it's
eat
just
the
I'm a
cake.
little-
You can eat the cake.
Oh yes.
Oh, I love the cake. I love the cake. And you see, Diddly is looking up at you, Don Jambles, with just eyes filled with wonder. At seeing another tree person, yet so tall, so different from the short and squat nature that he lives with currently. And he's just kind of like sitting around in the back, just kind of like playing a pan flute very softly, just to try and set the mood for whatever. He would do whatever you needed him to do around this bakery. He is quite in awe with you at this point.
This is
You
great
small
ambience.
one, very nice music. I'm not the employer here, but I'm willing to give you a small piece of my cake if you would like to be my ambiance for as I taste my many not my creations, Domingo's
my
creations.
I don't know if you've ever seen a dog try and like shamble over something because they're so excited. Diddly just kind of is like, oh my God. And he just kind of goes up and forth. Yes, please. Yes.
That would be wonderful. Now, what is it you all need? I'm sure it's not just about the cakes.
Well, they came to just fill their gullet. They wanted to we wanted to experience a little bit more food before we get on our mission.
Have you had a wolf's claw before?
Oh,
I have
wolf's
not.
claw.
You're gonna love it.
Wolf's claw is just like a bear claw, but with far more grassberries. Now, if you understand, grassberries really are my thing. Domingo just kind of makes it for me, and this is something that's behind the store. That yes.
I would like to know, as a berries made of grass, because that sounds very nice.
Now, no one's quite sure.
You
No one's
see,
quite sure.
you see, Domingo has opened up like a compartment on his chest. It like just opens up, and
I've
then
been
like
waiting for the compartment
a few
on the
little
chest.
a few little arms pop out, and you see them start to like.
It's upsetting every time I
It's
see that.
Domingo's arms are like pulling cranks and levers that like make a rolling pin kind of cross over top, and it's dropping powder from the ceiling, and it's just a mix of stuff. But there
Rube
is
Goldberg
a bunch.
machine.
Yeah, it's a Rube Goldberg
Dom-
machine.
Domingo, you inspire me and upset me every time you do this. Now, in case you were wondering, Domingo does bake all the items within himself, and which makes business here quite hard when he is off adventuring. So if you guys could make this quick, he can come back and we can actually sell some of our items today. Besides the hand cakes.
Have we already run out of the morning stock?
The morning hand cake is gone. We're all the way into the afternoon hand cake already, and if the evening hand cake starts to go, I'm going to be quite upset.
I might have eaten too much cake, but it is very delicious.
One handful per 1 gold. Yes.
Diddley
You
just
seem-
starts around going and just slapping people's hands away from the cake because Don Jambles has said that nobody else is allowed cake.
You
So-
see the raw ingredients just entering like a compartment in the chest and just kind of going down, and then it closes, and then the outside compartment, like the copper compartment, you see begin to steam like around it as
Is
I
he
just
an
kind of
easy bake
stands there.
oven?
It's an
for
easy
sure.
bake up.
He you could see like the like there is a thing like in his eyes that's horizontally just ticking like this.
Amazing.
What did you do to my character, Dan?
You seem like you're in an awful rush to get us out of here.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Roll an insight check.
Ooh.
With my 70-20.
I wonder if I'll succeed.
We rolled a low one.
You hear like a little like steam whistle go off on my head. Yeah.
Oh.
And
Oh.
Is
pull it out.
an 18.
An 18. Yeah. The kind of the ocular orbs. They're kind of it's interesting. Like with on Dong's face. It's all kind of just all bark. Imagine Groot without the eye, with no eyes. It's just kind of hollow. And it's just it's not even bark. It's just like vine, tree material. What you actually see is it's Dong's eyes are kind of shifting a little bit towards the door, and say, "Oh, no reason. It's just like Domingo has been expecting visitors. Oh, would you look at that?" You hear at the door is. It's wooden door, no windows or anything. Open up. It's the iron hands, iron heads, iron heads. Open up.
It seems they don't even know who they are.
At a glance, how many handfuls are left of the afternoon cake?
Oh my god.
Let's
Johnny,
see.
thank
Roll a d6 for me.
Also, thank you so much to Jolly Green. That is
is
an
a 6.
advantage for Dan.
6. There are 6 handfuls left of
I-
the afternoon cake when it's only like 10, 15.
I drop six gold coins on the counter, and I go, "Is there like a walk me down box that I can take for this? I'm like, or do I just carry it?" It's like,
No boxes.
No,
Domingo
just
does
I'm
manage no boxes because he hates this. He hates the wood being used in solidarity of me. It does seem we have some law enforcement at the door.
Diddley would be
I'm going to
clambering
stuff
up.
my pockets full of cake.
Absolutely. No, you're okay. Diddley would be climbing up as a small tree person. I'm gonna climb up on something to see if I can get a look outside about how many of the iron head guards there are outside.
There are 3, and as you can see, they're being led by one who seems to be the captain. Kind of has a red sash going across, and have their kind of iron insignia of the iron heads, which is just like a skull that is just metallic.
Okay.
Maybe we just go
Domingo.
through the back.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
we should skedaddle.
We're just checking in.
that.
We're bouncing around to the different businesses here to see what has been destroyed. We heard there was a ruckus this morning.
Barker
Ruckus.
has fully
Can you please open
puffed
up?
himself up.
This is
He's just
Domingo's
like,
Delicatessen and Bakery, correct? You guys make the best sausages and hand cake in town.
We do.
there's a fully out.
We do. Would you like some?
If you can open the door, then I will happily take some.
We're
yes.
talking through the door.
The hand cake is all out. Sorry.
We are closed currently.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Fernando.
Holy majoli.
Hey, we got a wand of wonder that's going to be ending up in Domingo's hands at some point.
Oh my God.
Remind me, whose responsibility is that?
You're gonna
you get to describe how the wand of wonder
to-
ends up in Domingo's hands, and then Domingo gets to roll on the table.
Actually, I believe
Okay.
Fernando actually might have. Domingo might find something wondrous inside his easy bake chest cavity.
Oh, amazing.
To help you out there, Johnny.
Interesting ingredients today.
The mixing spoon.
You hear a second ding, Domingo, that you weren't expecting. The cake that you had created has already been built, has already been made. You did not put more ingredients in this time.
Domingo he's like, I've had my weekly maintenance. I don't know what that was.
Open up.
And I open up my chest. I take a look inside.
And you see, almost glowing from within your chest, you see this rod with kind of orbs popping out of it in different branches.
Can I get one of those?
Holds it up. And he goes, I don't know and he uses it like this. He just goes like this, and it will just go off at the door.
You go, and actually, as it's coming off, it does end up firing at the door randomly. But before you can even aim it away from anybody, it hits Dong Jambles. So let's
not Dong. Anybody but Dong.
No.
Let's roll on the Wand of Wonder table.
Roll a
D100 for me.
My helpful compatriot. Oh no!
It's three times, M.
3 times, and then we resolve them one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time.
Okay.
You get to choose a target for each one.
All right. Do I get to, or does the person have it?
The person who has the wand gets to choose.
Okay, well, I'm taking over, saying that one of them is going towards Dong.
I think it's Dong door, and then a third one that's playing.
Whatever's behind the door.
Ding
Yeah, exactly.
dong dash.
I was going to say ding dong ditch, but I don't know.
Ditch. Yeah, that works too.
Ding dong
Okay.
death.
3 D100s for me.
Okay, so the first one, unfortunately for Dong, is a fireball.
I think that's unfortunate for everyone.
Especially for Diddly and Dong.
My
Dong
shot!
Diddly.
No.
Oh no!
Second one.
Do we want to resolve the fireball
Resolve it?
just to see if anyone's standing?
Roll damage, Dan.
Okay, fireball. Let's do
Everybody
this
roll
thing.
saves.
I'm gonna roll a dex save. I get to roll.
What's
I think
I
it's a
get to roll-
DC 15 you
Oh
have to
my
beat.
God.
I wasted
I'm
all
gonna
those
give Dong a
advantages.
+1 on Dex. How about that?
Yeah, we love that. I
Love
get to roll
that.
5 d20s to try and get out of dying as a tree person. Thank you so much.
I had advantage. I didn't roll a natural one. I lie. I still rolled like shit though.
Oh my God. Okay, it's pretty average, I guess, but still, it's huge.
8.
What's the DC here?
15 on the Wand of Wonder.
Okay,
let's see.
Or it might
Cleric
even- it might even be
DC. We are looking at a spell list with a DC of 14.
The save DC is 15 for the wand.
Yeah, with the wand. Yeah, it's
15 with the wand. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yes. Dong does not save,
Oh
No, no.
and that is going to be double damage
Diddly save.
Oh, 'cause he's a
with
tree?
23.
because he's a tree. Because he's a tree, right? Is that correct? Plants take double damage.
I don't
You're the
think
DM
Pineys have
now.
any.
I'm the
Yeah, you
DM,
get to
that's
decide.
right.
You
You're
get
the
to
DM, John.
decide.
You do whatever you want.
I was just
Can burn that.
Um,
right. How much damage is that, Dan?
27 points of damage.
Oh.
Okay. So if I'm not great at math, but I believe that's 54 points of damage towards
Yeah.
Dong.
Four.
Anybody,
Wow.
Barker
anybody
is
who saved, it gets a 13 points of fire damage. I believe that our wizard has, or no, is there any resistances? I think the wizard has resistance to fire.
Oh,
I have resistance to fire.
Barker looks
Oh
fucked
my
out.
God.
I am-
like
I
more
am-
fucked
I
up.
hate to break this to the whole team, but I just rolled my save and it was a natural 1.
Oh,
we gotta
no.
rotate.
This is
Amazing.
but I will also say this. Is it any D20 that my saved up D20s go
No,
into?
so if you have saved up D20s, if it's the final result is a natural one.
Yes.
No, okay. So like what I'm trying to say is, but it's not on like this is a check. That
Yeah.
means that all my D20s go into this if I have some
yeah,
saved
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Okay.
If you have
So I
saved
still
up, they
have 4
all go
more
into
on
the
top of that nat one.
Great. So no rotate.
No rotate.
Unless I roll 4 nat ones right now.
Johnny, you get 3 more D20s. Thank you very much, Ricardo.
I'm at 4. Okay.
You should be at 4.
So I am
do save.
I am still the bard. Right now I'm still Diddly, still a tree person. It was 54 points of damage if I had failed the save, but I didn't fail the save, so it's still 27 points of damage because I am vulnerable.
I'll say it's 16. I'm sorry, 26, because if you have it and then double it, it becomes 1 less.
Amazing. I'm still unconscious. So you see, see Diddly,
Can I just
flames
sorry, you
up.
go.
No, go ahead. You're the DM. Go for it.
I was just going to say, in our chat, Adam just said Barker has 1 HP, and I know that's supposed to be behind the screen, but I did definitely write down BAKA because of your accent. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
I thought it was Baka.
Baka.
I'm obsessed. Diddly falls to the ground. Just in a little poof of there's just little leaves that are on flaming and ashing.
Thank you, Jolly Green. Dan, you have an extra die.
Excellent.
Nice.
I got it. I will immediately after taking this, I open my eyes and there's just like smoke rings like pop out from my eyes. I see that our bard is lying on the ground, and as a cleric, I will rush over and
still have those 2 other Wand of Wonder charges to do.
I will absolutely do this, but I want to make sure you're up and alive before I do so. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on you.
Oh no!
Can I just say something? I rolled a dex save with my 10 d20s, and I rolled 6 natural 20s.
Oh
Whoa.
my god!
6. No, that's a 2. 5 natural 20s.
You rolled 50% nat 20s. That's insane.
That's right
amazing.
That's unbelievable.
incredible.
Holy moly! Cure Wounds to you, and you gain back a number of hit points.
Diddly is down on the ground, trying to. Oh, no, sorry, you're still Diddly.
I am still Diddly.
Yeah,
I am still.
But now you're deadly.
Because Dong is definitely, I think, dead.
Yeah.
Gunter is looking at Dong, kind of like raises his hands. A little arcane energy crackles around his hands.
You gain 18 hit points back.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm not DM anymore, am I?
I know you are. There was
DM.
a false switch.
There was a
false
switch.
Gotcha.
I still have 2 charges of the wand though, so as I go to heal, I just feel it like rumbling in my hand, and another thing shoots off, and this is the one that was targeted at the door.
The door.
Okay.
The door.
So roll a d100. In the meantime, Gunter, roll a d100 for me as well.
I will do that.
No.
Because you don't have access to any raised dead or
Nope.
any kind of spells to gain an undead yet.
Also, thank you all while these rolls are happening. Thank you all so much to the wonderful, fantastic new folks that are in the chat with us tonight. Welcome to Blackwater D&D. If this is the first time that you're hanging out with us, wow. Thank you so much for being here.
What a first show.
I rolled 100.
Whoa.
000.
Whoa.
What you see, Gunter, as you're kind of like your mouth is
Now we're
watering a little
switching.
bit. Jorge,
Now
take
we're
over.
switching.
Okay.
You're the DM now. You got it.
So that's 100, right?
Yeah.
A D100.
Oh,
When he was
so-
trying, this was it. I asked him to roll that in about looking at Dong, who is in ashes on the ground.
So he
and
casted a Dong.
he
I think
didn't
this
do
was
anything. I think this was
no.
just arcane energy
The
coming from
necromancy
his
was
hands.
looking at the dead body, being
Yeah.
like, I want to make this the necromance thing. And Dan was finishing the Wand of Wonder. And I think to honor the person who got the Wand of Wonder is going to slip out of the hand of Domingo and land in. Dan, who's your character now?
Oh my gosh. The character
You're
now
Gunter?
I'm Gunter.
Such good. Perfect.
Yes.
As he goes to cast necromancy spells. Amazing.
Okay, so wow. Okay, so Dan, where did you cast that? Whatever.
Gunter was looking right at the ashes on the ground.
All right.
Oh, I think for the to do the Domingo.
Domingo did a second one at the door.
Yeah, second shot of the door. What
All
was the
right.
roll on the D100 for that? Dan?
64,
64.
which means that the DM
Also, Sweet Rosie B, thank you. That's 5 D20s to Dan, 5 D20s to Johnny.
Shit.
Oh my God.
Wild.
Okay.
I'm at 9.
And
If I can find 5
and
more.
then Dan
We're
has
back to
one
5.
extra one from Arthur, the shiny as well. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Amazing.
I now have 6 D20.
Oh my god.
Okay.
many.
All right. So you
the
one
Wand
of
of
the
Wonder.
things. Uh-huh.
The Wand of Wander is to your discretion. It says an object of the DM's choice disappears into the ethereal plane. Now, the object must neither be worn nor carried within 120 feet of the target and is no larger than 10 feet in whatever dimension is in.
Perfectly describes a door.
So right when you say that, you cast that spell and you see like this whole flash of subcolors and lights that go up and down and like this all sorts of smells at I don't know, because we are in the bakery, and the door just instantly goes petrified. It like it turns into solid stone. And when you see that, it just goes and disappears right in front of you. And you see the 3 iron heads right in front of you. They all are super armored, and they have swords, and one of them has a spear, and another has a sickle. Why not?
They're like face to face now.
Yep. So they're like face to face.
The wand dropped into Gunter's hands,
And
and
like-
Gunter's like, "Oh my God!" And he just looks at them, and he just poof, the last charge.
Oh, amazing.
Another charge. All right. So roll a
there's
The,
a
d100.
the third and final charge.
Third and final
oh my
charge.
gosh.
Chaos.
I
Bang.
really want to get Gunter that undead though. Let's
I
not
want that
forget about
so
that 100 that he rolled on that Adam rolled on the D100.
Yes. Okay, so that is okay. That's an 83, which means
83.
that I pointed at the individuals.
Yeah. Okay. And you go invisible.
I'm gone.
Yep. So you just see. What's your character's name?
Gunter.
Gunter. You just see Gunter, just super holding that wand in front of the iron heads, and just goes. All right. Disappears in front of you.
He's gone to
And-
the same place as the door went.
Yeah.
He's
Exactly.
gone.
And you see the 3 guards standing in front of you. They're all goblins. And they're standing in front of you, and they're like, well, that's not exactly how we wanted to get in, but okay, I guess. And they slowly get into the bakery.
I'm gonna
They're like-
before they walk in, I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers on the doorway.
Roll for it. What
Okay,
is
so
I don't have to
we're
roll
fucking-
anything.
So we're fucking doing this? Cool.
I think it's time we run.
Okay, so what does that do?
It stays in a 5-foot cube within the doorway, so that they have to walk through it. I think it does. I'm gonna have to look it up real quick. It's a couple of D4 damage or something.
I love this. As I see our wonderful bard, Diddly, start to pop off with his cloud of daggers. Oh my gosh, what's my name? Barker
44
Ram-
slashing damage anytime somebody walks through it.
What the? Okay.
Barker
4d4.
4
Barker's gonna
D4.
fluff
Yeah.
his wings backwards, and he's gonna just back up out the back door. So he's gonna try and get out of the back door with his just like his like feathery butt and his flappy wings, and he's gonna just try and go out the back door. just
Diddly
to
is
try and get us
following
out of
you,
here.
playing his flute. He's playing the what is it? Flight of the Honeybee or something like that.
Is it not time? I thought it was time. And I slowly back out as well. Just somewhat disappointed though.
And the goblins are like, we can see you go away, right?
No, you
can just go around the back and
Come chase after us, bastards!
okay. And how does the cloud of daggers look like when you cast it?
It is just what does it look like? Because of the Flight of the Honeybees, I'm going to say it looks like a bunch of tiny little daggers that are in like the size of like bumblebees that are just like
Oh.
flying all around, like it's a swarm of honeybees that they have to walk through if they want to chase us.
I also
Okay.
imagined toothpicks. I don't know why that just came into my
I like
brain.
that.
Of like,
They're just
Oh,
flying
okay.
toothpicks.
Oh, well, it could be toothpicks and bees. Okay,
Bees
so,
holding
They have little-
toothpicks. Like, ah!
and two of the
And they also, if they're honeybees, they definitely like flew out of a hive that I had like on my back.
absolutely.
Perfect, of course.
So you just see the swarm of bees floating around where the door used
Holding
to be,
toothpicks, yes.
holding toothpicks because of course. And you just wow, this is amazing. And you just see two of the goblins go like, "Oh, not the bees!" And one of this, "I'm allergic to bees," and the other one just goes, "What? It's just bees," and just goes directly into the door.
All right.
And see,
44
it's gonna
damage.
take
Domi-
damage, right? Yes.
As they're like running in, Domingo would be like quickly opening tiny compartments, and you watch as he like they take like a little bit of some kind of like silver powder and drop it into one of the compartments and lean it forward, and a blinding flash goes off. I'm gonna cast blindness deafness.
On,
I'm gonna try to blind the guards.
all right, on every guard or just one, the one that came in.
Let me see if it's. Sorry, I remember if it's a.
Hey,
the
Dan,
one
do you
that-
remember how much health you gave Diddly?
Yeah.
I didn't
has
give Diddly
18,
no help.
18.
18. Okay, great.
18.
I'm just gonna blind the first one, the one
The
that's
first one.
like closest to us.
So who ran through? Yeah.
Okay,
Because
so
I,
what do I roll for that?
Con save.
Con save? Do
Also,
I
I
have
will
stats?
say, while Barker is backing up, Barker looks rough. Barker looks
Yeah.
like super more grizzle. There's like
I thought it was Baka.
Baka. He
Baka.
looks very 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 rough. Still at
I would
one hit
like I am fuck, who am I?
Have you guys had a TPK yet?
We've come
once.
close. We've come very close.
Very close.
I would like Braxis Corimbo. He like slinks through the door, and then he does. He jumps up and tries to do the leg split between the trucks. Who did that?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude
I want to do the Van Damme above the door, so I'm ready to assassinate anyone who comes through this door. Just like a full.
So you're like
split.
Pink
Knife
Panthering
up.
it on the
Oh
same.
my
Yeah.
god, okay.
It's
All
time.
All right, so I rolled a 17 on the blindness deafness.
Oh, that's a success.
I'm sorry about that. But yeah, what does it look like when you cast blindness deafness?
Yeah, so the powder kind of goes in and they lean forward, and there's this bright flash, and you see Domingo is expecting that they're now blind. They're like they turn. Okay, we can go.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it, like the flash dissipates very quickly.
Oh, but
Alright.
the ash is on the floor.
All right. So one of the goblins is just surrounded by bees, getting stabbed with toothpicks because D&D. He loses 9 damage, and he's just saying, "We just wanted to perform for you. We just wanted to perform." And you can just see that he takes off his helmet, and he has like a tiny straw hat over it, and the other ones are just starting
Were they
to
just
take off.
strippergrams?
No. They're just taking their armor off, and you can just see like they all have this purple and white stripes shirts. They have like vest, they have like purple pants, and they all have like purple bow ties. So they were trying to be like, "We're just trying to perform here. Let's just go through the back. Yeah, let's go through the back." Okay, and 2 of them just go through the back.
Are
to
we
see.
are we already out the door at this point?
Yes,
Like Barker is halfway out the door, and we're just like,
Yes, you open up the door, you go through the bakery. There's like a lot of ovens. There's powder, sugar everywhere. There's cakes. It smells delicious, by the way. And you just see the door opens and you slam the door open
yes.
and go outside, and you can see right out around the corner, around like 25 feet from you. You can just see the tiny glimpse of one of the goblins standing in front of you. And-
Barker is going to take a wing, and I'm going to try and give a good old jump, but also use my wings to propel myself up. And I want to jump onto the roof.
Okay, do that. Roll the. Wait, you're a Aarakocra,
I'm an
right?
Aarakocra, so I
Yeah,
can
so
fly.
you can just do it, right? Yeah.
Poorly
okay.
as a pigeon, but I can do it.
Do you want to do this stealthily or just do it?
You know what? Yeah, let's
All
try
right.
to do this sneakily. Okay,
Roll
come on.
a stealth check, then.
Okay, Barker.
While
What
you're
are we
doing that,
Okay.
Dan, where's your character's invisible character
Hey,
doing?
you start to see like ashes just begin to float in midair as I'm like trying to like palm them. Come on. As I'm like trying to like force them up into the air, like rebuild yourself.
Does anyone walk through my death door?
So yeah, let's just say that the first goblin that
You
it's
took
being
9 points
stabbed
of
by,
damage from the cloud of daggers.
that took 9 points
It's
of damage.
time. I am going to drop and try to activate my assassinate feature.
Oh my
What does that do?
So if I attack something that is like surprised by
Surprise.
me, which is why I'm Van Damming up on the roof,
Uh-huh.
if they're surprised, it's auto crit.
All right, so this guy is totally surprised there's bees around them. So yeah, sure.
Fuck, I might not hit though.
Oh no.
Oh no, I have advantage. I have advantage.
You have
That's
a million advantage.
That's a nat 20. So it doesn't do anything for the because it's an auto crit regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's
Mega
pretty
auto crit.
Roll that sneak attack.
big sneak attack.
Barker
Damage.
attempts to stealthily get up on the roof with a 15.
All right. Let's just see how the goblin go. Oh, is this a 15 or 13? Yeah, it's a
Truly,
15.
city roof is your favorite terrain.
Absolutely. If I was a ranger as a pigeon ranger, this would be
Only if there's pigeon shit all over there.
absolutely.
Dirty.
For everybody else,
25
it's difficult terrain, but you
25 points of piercing damage.
Okay, you just killed him right off. This guy is being stabbed. This guy's being stabbed by toothpicks and killer bees, and then it's darkness forever because you
And
killed
then-
them.
As I land with my knife in his jugular, I whisper in his ear, "It was time."
Okay, so that's one goblin off. Cool.
Scratch.
Scratch that off. But yeah, so
We have no reason to attack these people.
no,
None.
of
Oh.
course not.
Welcome
But,
to Roulette.
Uh,
Do I have I'm trying to look at my weapons here. Do I have what does Barker use for a weapon? Because I'm hoping it's a crossbow. It is. I'm gonna
Let's
see.
go.
I'm gonna shoot one of the other goblins that is coming around the corner.
mhm,
Actually, no,
mhm.
no, that's not true. I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
Because I would have heard the goblin say, "We're here to perform for you."
Mhm.
And I'm gonna hold my crossbow just in case that was a ruse or they decide to get fighty. Now that I don't know. I'm assuming the screams I've heard inside would be the killing of their compatriots. So I'm gonna hold my action just in case.
Okay.
One of them starts aggressing towards them. And my
All right.
friends,
Well,
my friends, yeah.
we'll come back to your killing the other goblin, I suppose. Yeah.
my waiting to kill the other
You're
goblins.
waiting to kill them. Tim, what are you doing?
Domingo, having seen that didn't work, and trying to get everyone out the back, and now seeing the goblins have run away, is going to stop and look around. Oh, my shop is in ruins.
Yeah, it's very much in ruins because everybody. I mean, I get. He was. What was Dong Jambles? It was the helper.
Yeah,
That's a switch, everybody.
Rotation.
Yeah, so you see your shop just shattered and in ruins. You see the like deeply charred, ashy form of Dong Jambles. As Gunter, you're like, please, and you hear
Gunter has moved over to the new dead goblin and is like,
well. So as
This
you
is-
move over to the new dead goblin, roll me a D100. We've
doing
established
this,
this.
literally doing
Right.
this. That's a 31.
Great. So you just kind of stand there for a little bit, hopefully.
I'm invisible. No one can see.
Yeah. And you hear
Gunther doesn't know how to do it yet.
you hear like a gargling cry of pain,
Yeah,
and you look behind and you see Dong Jambles on his feet, biting into the neck of one of the goblins who didn't get away, just chowing through their neck. And the goblin's like,
Nom nom nom.
Dong looks at you and goes,
Okay.
This is exactly what I wanted.
Barker's looking down. He says, "I've seen some shit, but this is shit. You wouldn't believe this shit."
continues to chew on the goblin.
say that
Real
right?
Walking
Did I say
Dead
that right,
style.
Adam?
That's great.
Yes, you did. You're the
Perfect
character.
spot.
Now.
You're the
That's
character. It's
exactly
spot
what
on.
we say.
Domingo's
Domingo's in shambles. Like this is this poor
Jambles, you mean?
Warforged. No, I like to think
Domingo
that
is in
that Domingo's god is the god of like the harvest and coming together, because baking is very representative of like a communal gathering. And this act of just pure murder in his bakery is just not okay. So he's having a real crisis of faith right now about what he has let happen in his establishment.
You also look over at Abraxis, who is covered in blood. Abraxis, what are you doing right now, standing over the corpse of a eviscerated goblin?
We just got 1,000 bits dropped in the chat.
God.
That is a rotation.
That's a rotation.
Oh,
Give
no.
me a Mag and Binky.
Back to me, isn't it?
I know it's Dan's.
It's mine.
Dan,
Yeah, it's
it's
mine.
Dan.
Back to me. So as you stand over this goblin, you are just covered in viscera, and you kind of have to contemplate what to do next. You see this undead creature standing in front of you that is just
Push the
drooling
swoop to the side.
Absolutely.
at this point. So what is the thoughts kind of running through your head in this situation? I guess.
Are you talking to Domingo?
Yeah, that would be. Well, no, Domingo explained it. I would say I'm talking to
Abraxis?
Abraxis.
Yeah. He like sweeps his hair over to one side. And it looks like does this zombie Jambles look like Zombie Dong? Do they look like a threat?
Being that you've adventured with Gunter for a bit of time now, you know Gunter's abilities, and it's off-putting as hell, and to be fair, it's not the best practice you've seen in a wizard before, but you know that this thing isn't going to just outright try and kill you all, at least not yet. It takes a while usually before they come biting back.
I think
Yeah.
Sorry, you go.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say Domingo is very upset, as Em said. Domingo not only is this cleric of life and kind of believes in like the coming together people, but he's also seeing his undead employee gnawing at this goblin's neck. And he'd be so upset at Gunter if he could see him, and he's just nowhere to be found. Gunter, he's so upset right now, and he's he's just starting to panic and trying to pull Dong Jambles off of the goblin.
Yeah, Domingo, I know that you have problems with this, but the life cycle, right?
Diddly's gonna
He just
pull.
kind of like creeps back into the corner, just like pulling his new little I love a good toilet boy. I love him so much. Little necromancy wizards, they're so good. And he just starts like beckoning Don Jambles to drop the body of this goblin and kind of follow him out the door where he sees all of his other friends coming. He just kind of
Diddly's gonna pull on Domingo's hand, be like, "No, it's okay, man. I'll play him out." And then I start playing a beautiful bagpipe funeral dirge.
Domingo just lowers his head and just puts a hand up.
You all, as this is happening, you all hear the sound from a distance away this time, as in the city, The sounds of screaming and yells and panic can be heard from a distance.
Oh shit, we had a thing that we had to do. I got lost in the sauce in the bakery. We got things to do. Sweet.
Is that Adam or Diddley?
One of both.
So I'm on the top of the roof. Can I see what's happening?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception check?
Perception.
The 10D, I already used the 10D20, so
Yeah.
I'm only using one now, right?
I believe you're back to 1.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah.
All right, that's 16.
A 16. So yeah, you would be able to, you wouldn't be able to see what they're screaming about, but you would absolutely be able to tell from what direction all this is happening. As you look off in the distance, the building that you had originally seen, the one that had like the scratches in the walls and everything that kind of signified where the initial, I guess, attack had been. In that general direction, you can see a crowd of people running out of an alleyway. As they kind of are screaming and they're dropping all the things that they had in their hands. Some people are tripping over each other. But all you can see is like the flash of, well, you would see like trash and like maybe some boxes falling over in the alleyway. But you believe that you see like a flash of a tail as it just like whips behind the building from your angle.
Okay, so from the roof, I just scream, I've seen some shit here, but this shit is out of control. So I think you better come out, everybody.
What? Oh, yeah.
I think you better come. Okay. And I just get them.
I scramble out of the bakery.
Yeah, not that anyone can see
Invisible Gunter.
Gunter, thank you so much. Invisible Gunter. But Gunter is just like so happy, just prancing the little like his zombie Don Jambles is kind of ambling ahead. And...
I like to think the only way we get a sense of like where Gunter might be is where the zombie is walking. He's just like there.
Like, if the zombie ever just bounces against an empty wall, Gunter has stopped walking.
yeah, and you know, and every now and again you just see the zombie just kind of like an arm out, just kind of moving over that way. Gunter's having an absolute gas right now.
Sure.
Gunter's having a great time with his new friend.
Mm-hmm. So do you all head in that direction from this point?
Okay,
Really, yeah.
Go ahead.
Abraxis like puts his both arms down and immediately starts running forward.
Naruto style?
Is he
Yeah,
weed
absolutely
running
Naruto.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the music starts playing.
Tim, you got the memo. Thank you so
Domingo
much.
opens up his Domingo opens up his chest and the arms kind of start sticking out, but then they extend into like spider arms and just start crawling like forward.
Johnny!
Like,
Oh no.
I feel like Diddley goes, ah!
and it's like there's like 8-foot arms like just crawling out from his chest, just start like propelling him forward.
So yeah, you feel like as this happens, all these arms kind of coming out of you. This is some kind of weird inner feeling as a you know, Warforged can feel per se. This feeling that you feel, it's unlike anything else. And what has happened to your shop and what has happened to one of your like closest friends recently has activated something within you. And those arms that you use for baking and for happiness have turned into this terrifying, horrifying thing, all without you kind of even trying.
The teal eyes that Jorge so lovingly described have definitely turned red at this point.
We're in
Iron Giant mode right now.
Attack, actually, you've gone into attack mode. You all approach where the people are running out. As they scream past you, people are tripping and falling over each other. And you hear the sound of more boxes and things being taken out. Marching order. Who do you believe would be the first one to get there? Which one of your characters do you believe would be the first one to get there? Would it be Spider, Johnny?
I feel like
Spider
Abraxis,
Domingo,
Abraxis has
Naruto
35.
Oh, yeah.
walking speed.
Okay. Yeah, Abraxis would absolutely be the first one to fly over in that
And then
glide over
Barker's been flying.
Yeah.
What's that?
Diddley is definitely skipping.
I would say Diddley probably not.
So is Gunter. Gunter is 100% skipping.
But importantly, bagpipe skipping. So it's kind of like a like just like kind of the bouncing does kind of affect the breath.
I like to think that Gunter is so happy with his new zombie friend that to the tune of the music, there's a little jig happening. There's like some dancing that's happening together. We are making our way in that general direction, but yes.
Okay.
Some dancing
That is
to the
so
screaming.
wholesome.
Barker and Abraxis, as you are like approaching the crowd, we'll say that Barker is kind of floating over the crowd, and Abraxis is running directly underneath you. And as you approach the alleyway where this is happening, you hear some sound in the building next to you, like you hear crashes of wood and breaking of furniture and everything like that. And then suddenly, breaking through the side of the wall on the second story, you see a large like bed frame that just comes barreling through the stone wall and just falls into the alley. And you look into the actual building itself and you see what has been terrorizing this city for I guess whatever little time that it's been here. You all see, and I will post it on here so you got the stats and all that good stuff.
Ooh,
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
my
a
God.
spiky lion head and wings atop its back, as it has much like a human face almost, but with like a large gaping mouth. You see like teeth kind of hanging down as it drools yellow beady eyes as it looks at you, and it just leans over and it grabs a cabinet and hucks it. And we'll say that because you're flying and it is the second floor, that it's going to try to go for names. We're going to go for Barker. So it is just going to huck a dresser at you, and Barker does a that is a very low roll. Does an 11 hit you? So
no, that doesn't hit.
So Barker, you see it coming, and it slams into the wall behind you and just bursts into splinters. Are we gonna roll initiative? Is this a thing in this?
Yeah.
Let's
Sure.
roll
Do it.
initiative.
Let's
do it.
If you have your advantages, they get used on initiative. Haha.
Oh man, I was waiting for my turn as DM so I could do a hit with 90-20.
You got initiative with 90-20.
Oh my
Suck
god,
it.
I get to roll the Manticore's thing with advantage.
That's bad.
I will post the character names and stats in our Zoom chat so that when we rotate, you know which order you're in.
Oh,
And so does
thank
the
you.
DM.
That is a natural 20 for the Manticores.
Ooh,
That's a
Oh,
rotation.
buddy.
No, not a rotation yet.
Not a rotation yet.
Yeah.
Very soon.
I forgot who I am.
Good.
I didn't roll a
Thank you
natural
for
20
your
with
sub.
90-20.
Okay.
What is my? I am a sweet little necromancer.
17 for Abraxis.
All right.
By
So
the way,
I'm gonna
at
go down the line.
1
Kind of how I
right?
did.
Yeah, Barker is at 1 HP. I will say that, yes.
Cool.
Yeah, let's do like descending order. I'll. Do you want to type them in? Em?
well,
Are you
I
ready?
can, yes.
Yeah, great.
Are you, what are we doing here?
I'm happy to. I'm just gonna post once we have initiative. I'll post it in the Zoom chat just so we have it.
Okay.
But you're the DM. You call it out.
Yeah. So, Tim, what's your
17
Okay,
for Abraxis.
and then M.
That is going to be also a 17 for Gunter. My dex bonus is a +2.
I have a +4.
Okay, so that's Abraxis.
Okay, and then Johnny.
I got a 17
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What's your
What's your
initiative bonus?
+1.
Oh, it's perfect. What's your character's name again? Just so I can have everybody's.
I am Domingo.
Domingo. Okay, and then Jorge.
That's 12 for Barker.
12 Barker. This is perfect. I haven't had to do anything. It's just all in order. All right, and then Adam.
I rolled a natural 2, so 5.
Oh my god, it was perfect. It
Yeah.
literally
That's
was
amazing.
perfect.
Hey.
So we've got Abraxis, then Gunter, then
Stronghold. Where do you
Domingo.
want that to go?
Whoa, what did we have?
That's
Oh,
a wonder,
wonder,
baby.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Who is it going
Who are
to?
you gonna give it to?
The Manticore.
No.
The Manticore's like, I'm gonna fuck you
Tim
up.
gets it.
Tim.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Adam. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Abraxis.
Yeah, okay, so the initiative is in the chat.
Sweet.
Thank you very much.
I feel like Diddly was so low on the initiative because he saw the Manticore and went, "Hey, fuck that!"
Yeah, absolutely. So the Manticore with a 23 for its initiative is going to go first.
Absolutely.
And it is literally just going to leap out of the building and try to grapple onto Barker as you are flying there, kind of like right in front of the window. So it's just going to roll an athletics check against your own. So roll an athletics check for me, Barker.
Okay. That's 17.
Beats me. So the creature tries to wrap its arms around you and only gets it around your legs, but you tighten your legs close together and it slips off of it and it slams into the wall and it as it falls to the ground and slams, boom. And I'll say that it actually takes some falling damage here.
Nice.
As it falls about 15 feet to the ground. So we'll say that it takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage on the way down to the ground.
All right.
And it has no other actions as it did not take an attack, so it will race towards the nearest person. So it's going to literally almost land on top of because we were trying to do the one thing on the other. So
Barker?
it's going to be
We
right
got
on
another
top.
rotation. Fernando just dropped
Abraxis.
1,000 bits in the chat. We got another rotation.
Who
Holy.
gets the now? Okay, who gets the wand of wonder?
Oh shit! It goes to the
Because now I'm
Manticore,
the
baby.
DM.
It goes to the fucking
Goes to the
Manticore.
Manticore.
It's the Manticore's turn. We honor it, and there's no action economy on the Wonder Wonder. It goes off.
Yes.
As the Manticore like lands
God.
and
Oh,
stands up,
so
you see
good.
just this hideous face just drooling. As the tail reaches on its back and pulls out this like long, a similar rod that you've seen before. You're like, how are there so many of these floating around?
They're everywhere.
As it like
what the fuck?
rears up and
We're
it like
fucked.
flicks it down. It's good. The first one's gonna go off at Barker.
Yeah.
It's just something.
Parker has won.
He's
the
seen a
sake of-
lot. He's seen a
For the
lot of
sake of
shit.
this, whoever's
survived
playing,
worse.
Barker, Adam,
Yeah.
I want you to roll a D100. You can roll the D100 for the.
I will absolutely do that. That's a fuck. That's a
Heal.
54. I think that's
Heal
bad.
him.
No.
you watch as it comes down, just this entire like black sphere just emanates out and seeps over everything as everything is in magical darkness.
I'm killed. I'm dead. This is death. This is the afterlife. Oh no. No.
And then the
Barker. Gunter wants to know if you did you die?
I'm dead. I'm certain of it.
Gunter, I can't see you.
the Manticore is going to send another one towards where that sound came from.
yes.
no.
Johnny, I'll have you roll a D100 for me.
Poor Gunter.
Poor Gun.
Oh my goodness, still invisible.
Yep. Where the sound came from. Basically, the zombie.
That is a 35.
35.
Do you want me to roll another D100? Do you want me to roll another D100?
I need
yes,
to roll
please.
another D100.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
That is no. It's a 90.
A 90.
Oh great.
Okay, so as you watch this like swirl of rainbow colored energy emanates out of the darkness, it slams into the ground next to you, Gunter, and you're sort of like, ah! And you watch as this like the cobblestone sort of like splits open and this like big black rat just sits there. And it's like,
Dom, kill it! Kill it, Dom!
and then
Kill it, Dom Jambles.
the
Sachi, thank you for the 100 bits. Who would you like that to go to? You get to choose one person to get an extra D20.
Whoever you like.
we can
Sachi.
keep going, and I'll keep an eye out.
the Manticore is going to send the final. It is so frustrated that nothing has been hurt by this thing that it can hear. It's going to shake it and like point it at itself, like it's looking like, what is wrong with this thing?
Oh, he's pointing at
Oh,
itself.
no.
And it's going to point it at itself.
Oh my god, this is
It's doing the gun is not
Please.
shooting
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
It's pointing
yeah,
the
yeah.
gun.
It's like, what's wrong with the barrel? This is where Tim rolls the fucking lightning bolt.
It gets larger. No.
No
I
shot.
also rolled a 36.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So another D100,
Oh,
and that's a 57.
Roll low. Roll. Oh, dang it.
Okay. we got literally the exact same thing.
And like a rat falls onto it.
It's
and
not
you
so
feel
funny
it.
when it doesn't happen to Gunter, is it?
And then the rat sort of oozes
It's
out
the wand
this,
of rats.
this wand
Tim, you get a D20.
and falls onto you on the ground.
Thank you,
Bard.
Saji.
Chat, stop giving the Manticore more dice.
Yeah,
to roll
chat.
for.
I'm
come
here
on.
for the rat on rat violence. That's what
The
I'm
best
here
one
for.
is the best one is that was one turn. Now we're getting into the actual initiative order.
Gunter demands
it's-
this rat go fight that rat.
Abraxis' turn.
Rat battle.
Wow.
It's Braxis.
I'm Abraxis again. My
You're
sweet,
Abraxis.
sweet Batman baby. Okay, here we go. So Abraxis is going to like slick his hair to the side and kind of give it a bit of a flip. And then daggers come out, and I am going to attack the Manticore.
All right.
Gotcha,
It is
thank
a
you.
disadvantage. If you have more than one dice, then just take one dice away.
Sachi,
Okay.
thank you for
Because
the
it is
Oh.
in total darkness.
100 bits.
I
Johnny, you
have-
get it. You get a D20.
I do not, but I
Hey,
will
thank
roll it
you.
at disadvantage.
Nice.
Abraxas thinks he's really, really cool and does not think that he will miss. Yeah. Oh wow, he probably misses.
Aw.
No, it's perfectly on brand. He okay. With a disadvantage, that's a 12.
12 does not hit, unfortunately. As you like with total confidence just run in and it just doesn't hit anything.
Would you allow me to roll a cool check though? Would you
100.
allow me to roll a check to see
I
if I could like
insist.
Good.
you know
great.
like
Now I heard something about a hot check. Is that something that's
We
supposed to
roll
happen?
for
Yeah,
hot
roll
here,
for hot.
yes,
You
we
always
roll
roll for hot
on our
for
channel.
NPCs.
Can we roll for the Manticore?
Yeah,
Oh,
come
yeah, how-
on,
roll for
the
human
Manticore
face.
thing.
Manticore.
Absolutely. You know what? I'm going to use my advantage on this one too.
Yes.
Obviously.
Obviously. It's a 13. So that, you know,
He's
Mid-range.
mid.
Not
You're mid.
not hot enough for
it's hotter
Gunter.
than the average Manticore.
You
Hotter than your
you-
average
you-
Manticore.
You just
So-
hear you hear
TM,
Diddly go,
that's a t-shirt.
Oh my god.
Hotter than your average Manticore is a very good t-shirt.
So as Abraxas absolutely misses hitting this
Yeah.
Manticore, he would like to pull off that it was just kind of a like ooh like hit like right next to it as of like he meant to do that.
It's like a threat.
Absolutely.
All right, roll make it a performance check.
Yeah, great. Also, the Short Nord, thank you so much for the raid, friends.
Welcome
Welcome
on in.
Performance,
everybody.
not something I'm good at, but we're gonna go for it anyway. Here we go. Yeah, that's a 6.
I would like to give some bardic inspiration for that.
Oh, amazing. Okay, and was that a D6?
I am yes, that'd be a D6. I am always down to help a performance check.
That is going to be an 8 collectively.
An 8. You just hear like a loser from the Manticore's mouth.
It
You
can-
just you
It can
watch as
talk.
it is like Abraxas's whole life crumbles underneath him. He just and he's just he's gutted. He's gutted. I may roll the
Aw.
next attack at disadvantage simply because he is gutted. And that is my
Aw.
turn.
Amazing. All right.
Also,
it
a reminder
is-
for the folks at home, it's now every 10 minutes and every nat 1 and nat 20 that we rotate. So
Oh,
things
boy.
get
Oh,
a little
nice.
bit-
Okay.
Gunter's turn.
It's getting more chaotic.
Gunter does not believe in getting his hands dirty, so Dong, go do it. And through just points Dong in the direction of the Manticore, and also
of
looks
course.
down at his new rat friend and say, "Okay, Gunter also wants you to fight their rat. Is this something that you would be willing to do?"
Make an animal handling
and-
check for me, please.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Are you still invisible, by the way?
100%.
The rat just thinks
I am
it's
definitely
the voice
still
in its
unava-
head.
That's a double 16 plus my wisdom, which is +2, so an 18. Templeton,
rat
go
is
fight him. Go fight him, Templeton.
And it just takes off into the darkness.
Peony, thank you for advantage for everyone.
Whoa.
Advantage
Oh
for
my
everyone.
goodness.
I'm going to use that advantage for Dong Jambles attacking the
Fuck yeah.
Manticore.
Absolutely.
Yes. As
You tell me what's a
should.
bonus.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
a zombie
yeah,
has a
yeah.
+2
How
to
am I-
hit.
Yeah.
That's only a 5.
No, it doesn't. Just you just hear this. It's just Dong Jambles is just flailing wildly in the darkness.
And can I have Templeton attack their rat?
Absolutely.
I've done nothing.
It's like,
dude,
something is into existence next to me. I must name it.
Dude, we've created a rat gladiatorial ring.
You just hear
Here
this
for it.
hissing and spitting.
Oh,
coming
wait till
from
my turn if it gets to me.
inside the darkness. All right. That is Gunter's turn
Gunter's
now.
very frustrated.
Domingo's turn.
All right. So you just see Domingo. I say, I will help you, friend. And he summons from behind him a giant slingshot that looks divine in nature, with all sorts of divine symbols around it. And from the slingshot, you can just see a tiny, no, not tiny, 5 foot by 5 foot cupcake that it's glowing, super glowy.
Yes.
It's purple, and he's just gonna cast what was it? Guiding Bolt at the Manticore,
yeah.
2nd level,
Yeah.
and it has like sprinkles, and it has like a tiny little candle over it that goes.
Amazing. All right. Since it is in pitch darkness, it is at disadvantage. So if you have more than one dice, you can just take one of
so
those
it's-
d20 away.
All right, so it's gonna be a straight roll. Ooh, okay.
A guiding cupcake.
21 to hit.
Oh, that absolutely hits.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm trying to think of like a guiding bolt cupcake pun, and I'm just falling short.
Oh my god! Good.
Like what a
We've
what
been
a,
Thank
playing
you,
DM
Adam.
roulette for almost 2 hours now. Their brains are super.
Thank you, Adam.
if it was like word of glory, it would be
Biting
like word
bolt,
of
like biting bolt.
ooh.
That's
Ooh.
close. That's the best I got.
I'm trying
You're
to think
doing
of like
great.
muffin names, and I can think of like Red Velvet and Morning Glory, and that is it.
What's a morning glory?
They're like
Uh,
breakfast muffins.
It's like it's like
Oh,
a breakfast
it's
of
nice.
pan and like yeah.
25 radiant damage, and now
Nice. Oh yeah. So you watch as
Dang.
this like
Holy
guiding
shit.
cupcake just disappears into the dark, and then you just see this radiant light kind of pours out of the top. It's gonna see if it maintains concentration on that darkness,
and
which it doesn't,
okay.
Nice.
because that's only a 9. So you watch as the darkness kind of falls away as this manticore is glowing.
I'm
So
alive.
it's glowing frosting all over the manticore that it has.
and it,
That's the right
Scared
say.
the crap out of me.
okay. So we are.
I
Yeah. So
have
the
no idea who I am.
the manticore is now glowing. The next attack on it has advantage, and we are in initiative. Barker, you are up next. Whoever's playing Barker.
Oh,
Not me.
I believe that's me. Hold on.
Still at 1 pitch point.
I've seen some shit. I've seen some shit, and I've gone through some shit today.
So fucked up.
Well, might as well get this over with.
And I'm just gonna dive bomb at this thing because
Yes.
it grabbed at my legs, but then like fell. So I assume I'm still airborne, kind of just like flapping above it.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna dive bomb at this thing, and as I dive bomb, I'm going to take. I'm gonna do some fighter stuff. So I want to hit it with my weapon, which is a longsword.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I just go in and do the attack, and I have fucking 3,
Add one more to that because of guiding bolt.
Yes.
3,
Yes,
4,
yes,
40,
Yeah.
20. Okay, excellent.
Jeez.
amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so if you-
unfortunate.
ahead.
So 2 18s as my highest ones. So
Love
that
it.
is like a 24, I think, to hit.
Absolutely. So you, Barker, despite your grizzled pigeon form and despite how much you are profusely bleeding, that just doesn't seem to stop, you twirl through the air with the grace of someone who has been fighting like this for years. You have seen some shit. You have done some shit. And you come in with your longsword. Where on this manticore's body do you hit with your longsword?
I want to try to slice at the tail.
Absolutely.
That thing looks dangerous. There's like all these like spikes and like all that kind of like look like they're about to come up and shoot out.
Absolutely. So you go in and aiming right for between where the tail meets its back haunch, and you come in and you go in with a slice, doing so much damage. What did they say? 26 points of damage?
No. That
Oh,
was
sorry,
26 to hit.
That was 26 to hit. Then yes, absolutely, it hits. Roll that damage for me.
Okay, so it does 11 points of slashing damage.
Woo-wee.
Yeah, and you could just, as I'm going down, you just hear "Woo, woo," as I fly into that swirl and land on the ground. and slice through, or slice into that tail area.
You sure do. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I would absolutely love to action surge.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
continue to
yeah.
attack. So you see that he like slices downward, and he kind of does like a flourish where his wings kind of come close to him so that he spins a little bit faster, and then his wings pop out again, and he comes down for another slash at that same exact spot.
Fuck yeah.
Amazing. This is why you bring Barker with you, for the skill of a well-trained fighter who has seen some shit.
And then he's just gonna say, "Oh, do you think you are?" And then he just goes in for it, and he is going to hit for a 13.
13. Let me look up this. The 13 just misses. So you come in and you flourish a little too hard, and your wing hits against one of the pieces. There's like some debris in the way, and your wing kind of clips it and just moves your longsword slightly shy.
I'm sure my 1 HP doesn't help either.
Yeah, but you make it look good. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I look over to the side and I spit, and somehow a tooth comes out. You're not sure.
Yeah.
There's beak, but like a tooth falls out as I spit it out. That's my turn.
I do not think that was his tooth.
Somebody's. All right, and next up in initiative order, we have Diddly.
Diddly like prances up, and it like pulls out. You watch as they pull out the fuck, I cannot remember the name. The bagpipe, the leafy bagpipe. As they go, my friend, to the Manticore, I suggest you find your wand. And I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Absolutely, you do. What is the save that I make on that one?
It is a wisdom save.
Okay.
Amazing.
Here we go. I have advantage on this. Thank you so much for Teeny for that. That is only an 11.
That's
nice.
a failure. So yeah, I'm suggesting that it try to find its wand. So
Okay.
basically that's what I'm hoping it does for its action.
So
Amazing.
you see this kind of glaziness over the Manticore's eyes, and it's almost like it flashes of the same golden color that the wand was before. So it will spend its next turn searching for its wand, which is immediately right after this. So the second you say that, Diddly, it's almost like it's going to come and slash down at you, but it moves to the side, and it is going to spend its turn kind of digging through the rubble where it thinks its wand is. It does not attack this turn. Well done. We are moving on next to Abraxis. And as this is happening, you see this crowd has formed around you. Some are cheering for the Manticore. Oh my goodness, it is now a rotation already.
Oh no.
We are rotating. Oh my goodness.
I'm not Abraxis anymore.
You are the DM.
You are the DM. I am Diddly.
So the Manticore just went, right?
The Manticore just went, and it did nothing, and it is now Abraxis' turn.
Gotcha.
Who is Abraxis? I think
You.
I am Abraxis. All right.
Can you roll an insight check for Abraxis really quick?
Okay. I don't have advantages, so 13.
13. You can see that the Manticore has been stopped by the suggestion spell and is trying to say something, but he's just like he's waiting to he's forced to follow up the suggestion, and he's trying to wait to be released from it to be able to say his piece.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm just gonna say to everybody, I think that the Manticore is trying. I don't know the name of the creature. I think that creature is trying to tell us something. Should we wait for that, or if we just attack?
You look over at Domino. He's just like in his spider form, like.
I can't believe you did that too. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, Johnny, for that.
You're
It's
so
like
welcome.
they take your babies and then they just make them bad.
Amazing.
Barker is just bobbing and weaving, ready to go.
I ain't hear no bell yet.
Okay. So I'm just gonna ready my.
I can make a free action if Diddly wants to drop the spell. Who Diddly?
Who Diddly?
I know Diddly.
Hi, Diddly.
I am Diddly. Sorry, I was muted, so Tim, because of echo in the room.
Suggestion is a concentration spell. I think it's just a 1 turn.
I think.
Cool.
Let me just look here. I think it's a
so-
1 round thing. It takes 1 whole round to.
Love it.
No,
Okay.
it's concentration up to 8 hours.
8 hours
Until the thing is completed.
It's until the thing is completed.
What was the complete? What was the action again?
to look for the
Look for the
wand.
wand.
Look for the wand. He's like he's trying to get a word out, but he's like, wait, like kind of putting a finger up and like trying to look for something.
Hearing what Abraxis is saying, if you'll allow me the free action, Diddly will hold up a finger and say, "I'll drop it if you promise not to attack."
And just kind of just motioning. It's like, yeah.
And drops it.
Okay. Okay. This day's been crazy. I'm sorry. Look, I'm part of this. Did you meet my friends? I'm part of the performance. You met my friends. They were trying to look for you.
No, we didn't meet them at all.
Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
Just
okay,
out of
good.
curiosity, are we still in initiative?
No.
Yeah.
If you guys want to be, you can. I think
So Gunter sees a moment of weakness and under his breath goes, "I am death, destroyer of worlds." And then I'm going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp as a huge skeletal hand bursts out of the ground and tries to grab onto the manticore as Gunter's just like, "I see my
Absolute
moment."
bust.
do I need to make a save?
It is a strength saving throw.
Okay. Let's get this manticore up here. He has a +3 in strength.
I'd like to
Um,
see if if Domino would blame this manticore and the people he was with for the reason his shop just burnt down.
oh,
Because
Maybe.
that wouldn't have happened had the people not been there, maybe.
So he rolled a natural 20, which I know is a rotation, but I just want to say, as he dodges the hand, he says, "I'm part of an improv group called Our Bear Waiting Surprise." And then and like dodges out of the hand. So rotation.
So that's a rotation. Oh my
That's a
goodness.
rotation.
okay.
He announced that he is part of an improv group along with the goblins called Owl Bear Wedding Surprise.
Owlbear Wedding Surprise. Okay, so yeah. So just see the manticore. Wait. Have you seen my friends? They were here. They're tiny. They were goblins. They were wearing armor. They were trying to perform this quartet performance to everybody. They're just trying to bring joy to everybody.
I don't know anything about that. I definitely didn't shoot a swarm of bees that were holding toothpicks at them.
Barker
That was-
still bobbing and weaving in the background, grievously wounded and just trying to keep a low profile.
That was
haven't stabbed anyone recently.
Who am I?
that's oddly specific for
You're
everybody.
Gunter.
I'm Gunter. Okay. Gunter is just like squatting over the rats that are currently fighting, and he's like, rat battle, rat battle, rat battle.
I'm gonna
All
get in
right,
on
so-
this. I'm gonna Naruto run over to the rat battle and just join
I have
in.
5 gold on Templeton.
Yeah.
Okay. So who?
Manticore, do you want to get in on this?
Yeah, Manticore, get in.
All right. So the manticore is like, okay, let's just see what is happening. What is happening? Okay, and I'm just gonna roll initiative for the rats because we have battle.
Barker
Rat
in the back
battle.
takes the moment to, having been a long time fighter and soldier, of very many tactical maneuvers, has never seen a fight dissolved in the middle by trying to, a rat battle. Like nobody has ever dissolved the fight by distraction through a rat battle. So this is a new maneuver, and he clocks us the way for next time. Bring rats, have a rat battle. Yes.
Barker, I feel like this would be right up your alley. You should get in on this. It's really amazing.
Mhm.
I find
Diddly.
that vaguely insulting.
Whoops.
Is it because you're called a rat in the sky? Like a rat with wings?
Yes, it's
I
exactly
I just wanted to make
it.
sure. I wanted to make subtext text.
Yeah.
The
That's
backstory
important for
for
me.
this.
I didn't know that.
Diddly.
Domingo would go over to Barker and like slowly coming out of their like spider form,
Mhm.
trying to process what's happening, and just tap him on the shoulder
Ugh.
and cast Cure Wounds as I.
Thank God.
Why don't you have
Um,
something to eat?
Okay.
And I
Obo Lauren in chat did say, which I think we've all heard, is rat battle instead of rat battle, and I really think the rats should just start rat battling.
Well,
so
they might because there's a
Interesting.
rotation. Because
Oh,
Adam's
no.
the
We
DM
got a
now.
rotation.
Yeah. So you watch Templeton's just weirdly just like, yo, my name is Templeton. I'm here to say I'm fucking your shit up all alleyway. I'm gonna what, and he just starts rapping like crazy. And the other rat is doing that arm thing you do before a break dance, but he never really gets into the break dance. He just kind of does his arms.
It's like almost like an idle animation.
Yeah. Fully just like a broken NPC. And yeah, you watch as the rats start doing a rap battle, and we're gonna just roll 2d20 to see who gets schooled.
I've got
Barker
5 gold on this.
Barker pulls Domingo aside and says,
Oh, who am I?
I've seen shit you wouldn't believe. Now this shit's wild though.
You
I started
watch
the day with my bakery, and now I'm here betting on rats that this may or may not be the best. Or
How
worst
the
decision
mighty
I've
have
ever
fallen.
made. How the mighty have fallen. I'll have to play
you
on
watch as the manticore rat whose name you can see is Rifty,
Yeah.
Riff rat?
Rifty Swifty, and he's dropping bars. But you watch as Templeton does just like such a sick verse and then ends it with a backflip, and the audience that has gathered around just lose their mind.
It wasn't even that
They're
great
like-
of a verse. It was just the backflip that kind
Yeah,
of.
it was really
the
like the verse
backflip
was a
did
little
it.
shaky. The backflip nailed it. And everyone's
you would
just like,
see
and
Braxis
Templeton
has
fucking
already-
schools him.
Braxis is already absolutely going around trying to collect gold from people. Like, I bet on this. You better. You pay up right now.
And then weirdly, like the like magic of the moment passes, and you just see 2 rats looking at each other, just going, and then just it's like this weird, like everyone in the audience saw it. You're not sure if it was some sort of collective fever dream, but they are now
At
just
that-
mundane rats again.
At that moment, Barker kind of looks from side to side, and then flaps his wings, grab both the rats in his talons, and flies away.
No.
It's lunch, boys.
I mean, that's it.
I love that. You know,
Bye.
I think like
That's
that's- yeah.
I think that's
We fade with the words Finn, Fin, come up on the screen as Barker flies off into the sunset with 2 screeching rats in his
Delicious
talons.
You just hear my ringer as like fly away.
No, as the
my
audience all look
gosh.
up and Barker flies off into the distance, having seen too much shit and deciding to get
To
out
have
while he
lunch.
can.
Best
Exactly.
rap battle ever.
Oh
That's right.
my goodness, that was
Anything can happen.
That was.
amazing.
That was.
My favorite part was Tim was like, yo, this is a problem, go deal with it. And then we spent
Like,
an
he said
hour and a
no.
half in a bakery.
As is the joy of DM Roulette.
Brilliant.
If you are new with us tonight, we are Blackwater D&D. We do this once a month, last Wednesday of every month, but we also play a very serious, narrative forward, emotionally heart-driven main campaign every Monday night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we play live in studio. This has been an absolute treat. I love DM Roulette, and I am so
Always a
stoked
joy.
that we get to share it with fantastic guests. We're going to let these guests outro themselves, and then we're going to go raid someone. So please stick around in the outro screen for the raid, and come join us in Discord. One of our mods will drop the Discord link in chat. If you like all of this stuff and want to know more about what we do, come hang out with us in chat. Thank you all so much in chat tonight for all your bits and your laughs and hanging out with us. Dan, tell the world who you are and what you do.
Hey, everybody. My name is Dan Munoz. You can catch me everywhere on the internet at Nat1Fun. I do a lot of actual play stuff, but recently I've been doing some YouTube videos, been doing a lot of unboxings and TTRPG reviews and stuff like that. But you can also catch me behind the scenes. A lot of times I'll be behind the camera doing production work and audio editing and video editing on your favorite
Hire
TTRPG
this man.
shows.
Hire this man.
10 out of 10.
All right. That's me, though.
Thank you, Dan. And
Amazing.
Jorge, tell the world who you are and what you do. Thank you for being here, my friend.
It's me, RoboGoblin, and you can find me at TTRPGifs on Twitter, Twitch, Hive, and I think Spartable, the new one, whatever. I'm gonna be tomorrow in Arkansas University, where we're playing in Terror-Free Zone School. So drop by and just do I'm playing an Owlin, and it's pretty cool. But also, thank you so much for inviting me to this. This was so amazing, and I had such a blast. I was so nervous, but thank you.
You
did so great.
Good.
You have no idea.
Crushed it.
But Jorge and
thank
I, before the game, were just like, what are we going to do? What
I
are we
would-
going to do?
I was messaging Dan like I'm so nervous, and he was like, I'm so nervous. It's a whole thing. But thank you so much to everybody.
Oh, so happy to have you, my friend. And Johnny, what do you do on the internet? Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, what don't I do? A lot. I don't do a lot, but I do some things. I am on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, Johnny Stanton IV. Specifically, I am right now, we're in the middle of a 4-part mini series that I am DMing for cool names, cool people that you probably know from here, like Christian Navarro, Luis Carrazzo, Jasmine Billar, and Persephone Valentine are my players. Dan Munoz is my producer. Of Dawn and Dusk, I should say the title. We are episode 4 is coming up on Monday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch channel. But episodes 1 and 2 are available right now on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/StantonIV. I think it's what it is. Whatever it is. Stanton IV is my channel because I couldn't get Johnny Stanton IV. But episodes 1 and 2 are available right now. Episode 3 is coming out on Friday. So if you want to catch up before the finale on Monday night, which I fully recommend you do because I'm really, really, really proud of it. It's my first time DMing for an audience. And we had some really cool players, and I hope you guys like it.
Amazing.
This has been
Before
an
we
absolute
wrap
treat as always.
up,
Adam, go ahead.
I want to address a question. Someone in the chat was like, "What about Starfinder and Pathfinder?" If you are really hungering for some Pathfinder content, keep your eyes on this channel because some stuff might be happening.
Ooh.
We are
Keep
very,
your
very
eyes
excited. We
peeled.
have
We love some Pathfinder.
I'll say
We
it. I'll drop
love-
it.
Are we
We
gonna
have
do-
a
okay.
Pathfinder campaign in the works. Adam's going to be in the
Miniseries.
DM
Nice.
seat. It's
I'm
going
a
to be
DM
very
it.
exciting. I'm going to play. We rolled up our Pathfinder characters, and I love her already.
Pathfinder is so cool. I love
It's
Pathfinder.
Yeah.
so
I've been
cool.
getting deep in the source in Pathfinder, and it's exciting.
Yes.
But yeah, we do a bunch of stuff here on our channel. Our main campaign primarily lots some world building and a bunch of really fun times. Our tagline here is "Good friends tell better stories." So that's what we do here on our channel. And the more people we have come on as guests, the more friends we get to tell stories with.
If you want to,
I'm so happy to be your guys' friend.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
100%, 100%.
If you want to talk about us on the internet, please use the hashtag Good Friends Better Stories. It helps us kind of get an idea of like a sense of the community. And so, yeah, use that hashtag.
And come follow us across all the socials.
Absolutely.
Usually it's me on all the socials, so I will come hang out with us on the internet. We are gonna go raid, so please stick around in the outro screen. And we do a thing here at our channel. I'm gonna drop the be safe here because so we put our thumbs up and we say be safe to everyone. But so I'm gonna invite Dan and Jorge and Johnny to put their thumbs up, ready to go. So when you're given a task and a job to do, but all you want to do is eat muffins, make sure you bring your best friends with you and you be
safe.
safe. Good night, everyone. Stick around.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.